नीचे नहीं बाद में यहाँ पे नाम लिखना कर देंगे हाँ आज ऑफिस डिग्रेड होता है आज ऑफिस डिग्रेड है आज मेन डिग्रेड है ये मैंने 4 बड़े कॉन्सेप्ट लिए हैं मिलिटरी मेडिसिन जीनोमिक्स फिर एक था वो न्यूक्लियर का इंसिडेंट था ये अरे लोग इसे बना रहे हैं मैं एक्चुअली रियल एक्शन ये ऊपर ही ना बोलूंगी वाला के बोले मैं अंदर लाइक ऐसे वाला पार्ट है ठीक है मुझे नहीं लगता है तो ठीक है हम क्यों तो पहला वाला पार्ट तो हमको ऐसे पार्ट ये आप आएंगे कहाँ बर्फ मैं आएंगी वो लोग का कह रही है क्या है हम लोग आ जाएंगे वो लोग आ जाएंगे डिबेट टेस्ट के लाएंगे हम लोग अब तो सामने पानी अब तो सामने एक समुद्र निकल रहा है फिर बोल रहा हूँ लोग के एरिया में बैठे पहला पानी भर रहे हैं Yeah, it's already. And my thing is also it's perfectly. 4:30. Oh. Takes yeah, and slowly let's see. 3:30 को छुट्टी है इसको मेरा बात आ गई 6:20. Yeah. Today there was a change actually. Otherwise it starts from 4:15, but today it starts from आज से कल से चालू हो गया 4:30. अच्छा. Because of your school. Your school is till what time? Till 3 o'clock. 3:30 तक होता है. It's all going to school story. So it is returning I think. हम ये हमारे साथ बहुत सारे रहते हैं. मैं तो मोहल्ला शहर के लोगों की बहुत बड़ी गाड़ी है तो थोड़ा रोड जाम है थोड़ा सा रोड है सारी गाड़ी थी उसकी बगल में गाड़ी जैसा ट्रांसलेट अदर स्पीकर्स you translate other people no there is a difference that other people come right because if the water gets locked in the areas so they stay in local areas no problem you put this running I'm also right. That is what.
चार बहुत बड़े बड़े टॉपिक दिए
Which topics?
मतलब AI in medicinal concepts AI in medicine AI in military AI in scientific और AI in cyber security
Very good.
और उसका मैंने बहुत एक्सपांड किया
That is what. That day you were running sort of point 15, somehow you made it up. They had more points that day.
yeah another point तुझे क्या है जूते बेल्ट मैं चल के है ना तेरा होगा नहीं मेरे दोस्त अभी क्या तो क्या 5 मिनट पहले देखिए ना निकालो बाहर जा रहे थे मैं तो समुंदर हो गया था हम कल रात
Yesterday it did not rain that much.
अब रात में रात के 12 बजे
What is the time? Shall we start here? We'll start the class.
I'm gonna get any extra tax. After that, is now it was literally my building was so flooded. It was rain, thunderstorm day.
Yeah, it was very heavy. There was thunderstorm. Did you sign? What about the Chedi Rame?
I don't know. I think maybe there are times.
What happened?
He's finding out this.
Huh? Oh, cha. Sorry, sir. It's okay, no problem.
Present day numbers.
Yeah, but I know you three are present. What class do you have after this? Any other class?
Second, this one.
This one, this is very. I don't know what I'm doing.
Why with pencil?
And then it's.
This is pen.
It's.
So pencil and pencil.
Coming to example.
Okay, sure. Open your notebooks. Today we will start with notice writing and picture composition. Okay. So first we will start with picture composition because I find some interesting pictures over here which is so related to this atmosphere and weather. So we will take up one such topic. Picture composition, as you know.
I'm just not maybe I'm just तो मेन डिबेट पहले कैसे ना हम जब मैं प्रिपेयर होके आता हूँ ये लोग नहीं कहते अगर मैं नहीं प्रिपेयर
Today is fully prepared. We'll see. Then we have to see.
And then we will directly this.
नहीं
Next people.
नहीं I'm arguing अभी मैं भी लोग ये नहीं
They are so we were prepared.
तो हम आगे देखते So yeah,
Next week, and then I think I have another class.
ये week में
Yeah, and there are back-to-back classes that I got. Is it this week or the next week? One Saturday I got a class, and then I'm having on Monday. I think next is Monday.
I might be this Saturday because yesterday and tomorrow actually our chemistry would have both maths. Full day work. I think in Saturday instead of or else ma'am instead of biology ma'am you must there must be your class. And because biology sir told you you won't be available.
Yeah, so bio is next Saturday, not coming Saturday, next week Saturday.
So coming but biology sir ने बोला था नहीं रहेगा.
Coming this Saturday, okay, this coming.
Yes sir. But this Saturday I think you have English and
And this Saturday I did not get, I think, other Saturday anyway, I'll check. So then, if we are meeting this Saturday. Let me check. Let me have the rates.
हमारे full class topic कहते full class divide करते हैं full one class तो हम लोग exam
See, I have today, right, 16, after the 23. So that is next Monday. Then 28 and 30. The next
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
and I don't think some parents will be coming to class because these are exams.
From 7.
हमारे को भी खत्म जो यार लास्ट पर
और 40 मार्क का था ना.
हाँ वो भी चल जाएगा 80 marks
Okay, chalo. We'll start the picture composition. Now take out your notebooks. Notebooks, quick. Take out your notebooks. We will practice in the class. We will practice 4 picture compositions and 4 notice writings. Okay, today. We lot of writing today. Lot of writing in between will take some breaks.
हम तब basic
And then instead of 5 minutes, 10 minutes break.
We'll see. In between and in between.
आपके लिए नहीं चाहिए
Because we have to write lots to. Right. Now, we just I heard it. 3 times I have heard it. Take things from someone else. Right. Now, what do we mean by picture compositions?
Now they'll give us picture.
Yes.
So based on the picture, and they have to write down story actually.
Now, when you are creating a story, you need to ensure, see, some points are already there in your book, the volume. Also remember, a story should have a climax. Okay? The story should have a beginning, It should have the middle. Middle means the climax, and then the end. What does it mean? You need to begin the story nicely with some nice setup. Okay, background setting extremely important.
And climax, action.
How can we say?
Action ऐसा वाला.
I'll come to it. Okay. So a setting should be there, and in which you need to describe the setting nicely, describing the person, describing the time, describing the atmosphere, the environment.
Can not describe it, it looks like.
Yes, of course, yes, that is description. So you have to add description in the picture composition. Okay, picture composition is nothing but narration. It's a narrative style of writing, but in that narrative style of writing, you need to include a lot of descriptions. Okay, description of the place.
So it was combined.
Okay, yes, description of the place, description of the characters, extremely important. Okay, now what do we mean by climax? Climax means there should be a problem. Okay, right? There should be a problem which will reach the climax. Okay, that means
Like
it
a
will,
war that time.
it will begin like this, and then it will rise. There will be a problem which will reach to its height, and then gradually there will be a solution and a conclusion. Okay, so the problem must have a solution which will lead to the conclusion. Okay, clear? So this pattern you have to follow in any sort of story writing. You can use the same method for story writing. You have story writing also, right? Other than yes, narrative type of writing. So that is story writing. So narration means when you're telling a story. Okay, so okay, we will see. We'll see. Right? This is very, very important. And whenever you are writing a story, please ensure that you develop the character. Extremely important. When there is a problem and then there is a solution, you are working towards a solution, the character is involved in that process. So therefore, through the process, right, welcome. But you're not coming. So we will have the debate. Okay, then we'll get a break, good break, break. Take out your notebook. Okay. So today, take out your notebook when you're not well. Because today is
एक बार पहन गया था विन कर रहा था भाग
And a chapter. Two. One.
because two is literature.
another check it out
He keeps forgetting. Every day you have to remind him. It's not falling. Okay. Picture composition. Take out your notebook. Okay. So picture composition, a picture would be given, and you have to.
Yes.
So you will have to elaborate on that. You need to elaborate in the sense you need to draw up a story around that picture, right? Now that picture will be a part, only just a scene in your entire story, correct? And as I told you, since you came in late, when you are there should be a beginning, there should be a middle and end. These three things are extremely important. Always keep this in mind. Beginning means you need to create an atmosphere to that story. Okay, by describing the setting. Where is it set? Is it set in the garden? Is it set in the winters? Is it set in the summers? Is it set in the modern period, or is it set in some ancient period? The setting refers to time, right? And the a place. Okay, that is called as the setting. So the setting should be described beautifully with good description. Okay, After this, after the setting, you need to, so you gradually you will create the plot, okay, towards the problem. Characters are introduced, characters can be described physically as well as with their qualities. And then gradually they face a problem, and that problem again has to have a solution. So when we teacher will speak.
नेचर भी बोलना पड़ेगा.
Yes, I mean, little bit you can add, okay? And then gradually with the solution, there would be a conclusion. Okay, and the conclusion will come in the final paragraph. The solution with the conclusion will be the final paragraph. So the beginning, the setting of the story will be the first paragraph. The problem that they face would be the second paragraph. And then finally, the solution and the conclusion will continue in the third paragraph or the last paragraph. Okay, so 3 paragraphs has to be. Now, when you writing the problem or whatever the solution, which means there should be an evolution or growth of the character. Okay, the growth of the character has to be told, has to be expressed. Okay, now read the story loudly, which is given in page number 17. Now it is about nursing as a career. So you need to give a title also to the story, which I forgot to tell you. So one title to the story also very, very important. Please write these down. Title, setting. You write beginning. Beginning, you write like this. First you write title. Then you write beginning. Then you write middle. And then end. Okay. Now the beginning will contain the settings. The middle will contain the problem or the crisis. Actually, the problem is known as the crisis. And when the crisis reaches its peak, that is known as the climax. Okay, did you get it? The problem is actually known as crisis. When this crisis reaches the highest point, it is known as climax. From the climax, it has to come down. There would be a solution coming up. The end will be solution with the conclusion. Okay, write like this, title, then comes beginning. In beginning, you need to create the setting. In the middle part, you need to highlight the problem or the crisis, which is, there should be a gradual flow. Okay, and then finally the solution with the conclusion. Okay, so there would be a gradual flow. Have you understood? Are you right?
Now, what you have right the left hand side or the right hand
Right.
side? Like this.
So write title on top. After that, you write down beginning. In beginning, beginning contains the setting of the story. Then you need to, then the middle part. What would be the middle part contain?
Crisis.
The crisis of the problem. And then finally the end or the conclusion.
Solution.
The solution and the conclusion. So crisis reaching towards the climax. The middle part will contain the crisis reaching towards the climax. Okay, and there would be a gradual flow of it. Okay, now let us see, let us read this out. Page number 17, nursing as a career. It is taken from a true story. Okay, so let us read. You're not carrying. Okay. You're not getting it.
Teacher.
Okay, you also don't have. Come and sit here.
What?
You have taken a question over here? Yeah. Then you will get it today itself. So, who will pick? That's three.
Write a story or a description or an account of what the picture suggests to you. Their composition may be about the subject of the picture, or you may take suggestions from it. However, there must be a clear connection between the picture and your composition. Nursing
So over here, see the picture. What does this picture say?
Hospital.
Where is the setting?
night time. In a
Nighttime.
hospital.
So this is actually Florence Nightingale. Right, it's a story here. It's a very good story.
How did it know?
Hmm?
How did it know?
How did?
How did it know?
No, I think it is Florence Nightingale. I don't know, this Crimean War and all.
The ladies.
Yeah, see that this Florence Nightingale, I saw it. I read this story before. Okay, so now start.
Nursing as a career. Nursing has perhaps never found so much favor with Indian girls as it is done today. Nowadays, it is regarded as the second best profession for enterprising and educated young girls who want to be self-supporting and independent. Previously, it was thought to be something inferior and degrading and below the dignity of an Indian girl. This kind of employment was considered to be against all morality. But with the change of outlook due to the spread of literacy and enlightenment of the Indian mind, nursing is no more longer regarded as objectionable.
Objectionable.
Objectionable. On the other hand, it is looked upon as beneficial to society and materially helpful to women.
Okay, so what does this first paragraph contain about nursing?
Beginning.
Yes, so beginning, how was the
How
setting
was
being
it?
created? Yes, how was it before and how
How
is it
what is
now?
the mindset of people?
Yes, has the mindset of people changed from the past to the present, right? So initially, nursing was not regarded as a respectable profession, but now it is, and it is beneficial to the society. Now it is so respectable because they are just next to the doctors, right? So their presence is extremely valuable and valued by the society now. We need more nurses, right? We need more caregivers. The nurses are caregivers, right? They are not only assistant to the doctors, but also caregivers to the patients. They are the ones who do a lot of, they take care of the patient a lot. So right from the injecting the injections to a lot of other cares that are taken. The doctors, what they do, they prescribe and go, but the rest is carried out by the nurse, the taking care, right? Okay. And so now it is regarded as one of the respectable professions. Why? Because they are taking care of people, isn't it? So they are treating the people. The doctor is treating, but with the help of medicines, but prescribing medicines. But the actual thing in the hospitals is done by the nurses.
Now, like kind of unsung heroes.
They are the unsung heroes. Very good. They are the unsung heroes. Very nice. Right. Okay. Continue.
Yes. In England also, before the middle of the 19th century, nursing was not a popular profession at home. Well-trained nurses were difficult to find. This was why there was a great loss of life during the Crimean War in the reign of Queen Victoria. Thousands of wounded British soldiers lay in the hospitals at suffering. There were no doctors and no nurses to attend upon them. As a result of an appeal by the government, Miss Florence Nightingale organized a group of trained nurses and accompanied them to Crimea, where she was shocked to find the horrible state of affairs. By her untiring efforts and devotion to her work, he saved thousands of lives and from death, and for service he was richly rewarded by the government. Since then, nursing has become a regular and honorable profession in England.
So see, it is not just in India, in England also. Before that, it was not at all a respectable or honorable profession. But after this incident, after the Crimean War happened, and she treated Florence Nightingale treated so many patients. Actually, Florence Nightingale is a name which is given to him later. Okay, so
Reward her.
yes, to her, given to her later. Okay, so Florence Nightingale name. But you before that, the kind of work she has done, she has devoted herself completely, extreme devotion to the treatment of the wounded soldiers. And it was a very, very noble thing to do, right? The soldiers who were fighting for your country, you are able to save their lives, doing so much for them. And she used to be awake whole night also. If you read her story, she was that was the reason why she was known as the Nightingale. That means she was like an angel to them. Okay, so and because of that, now the government of England recognized such work and effort taken by this lady, and now it is regarded as a very respectable profession.
Nursing combines in it the spirit of service and sympathy. It gives relief to the suffering humanity. It inculcates in women
And
habits,
kids.
women habits of cleanliness and regularity. It teaches them the harm done by dirt and filth. What is dirt?
Yeah, it teaches them the harm done by dirt and filth. That means the harmful effects of dirt. That is dirt. What is the meaning of dirt?
Like walking in for doing nursing job.
No. What is the meaning of dirt? DIRT. Huh?
Minty.
No. Dirt,
Yeah, you are right, but
untidy.
yeah, so dirt is basically germs, right? Which something which gives germs.
By they learn the scientific methods of treating patients. They get a fair knowledge of the diseases and their cures.
Absolutely, please underline this. They are no less than the doctors. The way they assist the doctors, they know everything. The doctors finally do the prescribing the medicine and everything done by the doctors. But ensuring that the patient takes those medicines is the work of the nurse. And they are very capable of the measuring the pressure, body pressure, temperature, then medicines, giving medicines, all these are done by the nurses.
They are fully acquainted with the science of obstetrics
Obstetrics means operation.
and can confidently handle cases of childbirth and female ailments. In modern hospitals, both in male and female wards, one finds hundreds of nurses taking care of children and adults. Careful nursing is as much necessary for cure and health and good medicine and right treatment. Is today nursing is a part and a parcel of the medical profession. Its importance has become all the greater in view of its usefulness. A cheerful disposition, kind words, and sympathetic feelings are a few of the qualities of a good nurse. These bring comfort and peace to the ailing millions. But it is a pity that the conservative opinion in India about nursing is still unchanged, and the orthodox people regard it as a career unworthy of Indian girls. Their religious prejudice,
Prejudice.
prejudice,
Prejudices.
do not permit it. They do not allow it, but the liberal-minded who are mentally wide awake and who have no faith in the implications of caste think it to be quite harmless and useful. With its manifold advantages, nursing is as suitable a profession for Indian girls as any, but it requires the thorough training and careful practice. There are now many colleges of nursing all over the country. The girls are taught and trained to be good nurses. The fall in the death rate among infants, the growth of healthy children, and the physical well-being of women are the mostly due to the efforts of nurses. So it is no wonder why it should not be held at par with other careers considered is suitable for India.
So can you tell me what is the work of the nurse as discussed over here? Quickly tell me.
One to help a doctor during
Yes,
operations.
operations, correct. So
They take care of the patient.
to take care of the patient, so to help the doctor, doctor when it comes to operations.
And to take care of an emergency situation when doctor is not available.
Yes, very good. That is one of the most important ones. Okay, to take care of the patient when in the absence of the doctor. Though they have other junior doctors, but they can also take a call. Yes.
To give to see if the patient is taking the medicine.
To check if the patient is taking the medicine or not on time. That is very, very important. Without her help, the the speedy recovery would not be possible. Okay. Fine. So this is about Florence Nightingale. So what is the problem over here?
India does not regard nursing as a good
Yes.
career for Indian girls.
And then in the you can see the setting is created very nicely. The body part, it talks about the problem, that is the problem about the Indian girls, or why is this profession not considered to be that kind of respectful, and later on how did it change? It has spoken about that, right? And then finally, what is written in the finals? Then yeah. So there has been a significant dip in the death of girl child, right? And else? No, sorry. There is a significant dip in the death rate of infants. Sorry, infants, and then so what are the solutions? So there is a significant dip in the death of the infants, and even old age, old people, and then and overall the children are born healthier than before. So all these are because of the nurses, the trained nurses. You have to have proper training. In order to become a nurse, you have to have a proper training, and you need to be good at all the three science subjects. Extremely important. Okay. So now let us move on to the topic which very, very relatable to today's weather. That is question number. So come to page number 19, question number 3. You will write this. It is a picture of rainy season. What are the boys doing?
They are enjoying
They are enjoying the rain suddenly. So your story will contain something about the enjoyment, and then some risk which they have taken, might have taken in the rains, and then gradually concluded. So whenever you write about the problem or the risk, do not write very major risk, right?
that will severely harm them.
How can we develop the setting? Shall we discuss this first? How can we develop the background to it?
Like it was raining heavily, and me and my friends are playing on.
No, my friend and
I were
we
playing.
of the object position, object verb, subject, sorry, active passive voice. And
My friend and I were playing outside in the rain and started to develop around.
there was torrential downpour, the leaves were swaying, right? Ayush listening? The leaves were swaying from side to side, right? Imagine yourself, just imagine what all you saw today while it was raining.
The water was filling the road.
Okay, yes, the roads were waterlogged because of
The cars were sitting.
because of the incessant rainfall. You can use this expression.
And the cars were shutting down.
Can you tell me any other word or any other phrase rather which can be used to describe the rains?
In the thundering shower of rain.
Yes, thunder and lightning, yes. What else? Can we also say it's raining cats and dogs? Do you know this expression?
Yes, ma'am.
It's raining cats and dogs. That means it's raining very heavily. So there is a look at incessant. Ayush, please write these down words. You can use the word incessant rainfall. We can also write heavy downpour. use different expressions of rain. Don't just always write rainfall, heavy rainfall, heavy rainfall, heavy rainfall. What else can we write? It's raining cats and dogs. It means it's raining heavily.
Thunder and lightning.
Okay? Yeah, so there is thunder and lightning, that is
Thunderous rain.
okay, thunderous rain. Okay. Then incessant rain. Since yesterday.
I'm in a shower of thunder and fear.
Yes. Right. You can say that you didn't big and quick shower. Okay, heavy downpour. Downpour is also another word for yes,
Rainfall.
rainfall. Done. So setting, you can say, you just imagine yourself, imagine what can be the scenery. Very
Ma'am, we can
windy, it's very windy, the branches of the trees are moving side to side, and the birds sitting on the branches are also moving along with them, right? The white birds. Yes? So like this, you can
Ma'am, so
create a
we
setting.
can we say that it was an incessant rain and as it was Sunday, so we were going out for our means we were going out on our to spend our holidays and while going on our way, we saw the two children playing and going in the field.
Yes.
They were playing in the puddle of mud.
Yes. Why is rainy day fun? It's not always gloomy. It's fun also. Why is it fun?
And because when we get to wet
Puddles. Puddles, so you can jump on the puddles. What else?
after
I
getting
don't like jumping on the puddles so, but it's fun. Okay, then what is next?
we get to see many creatures, means rain creatures.
You will also get to see snakes. Okay. What other creatures?
Amacha.
Not because
Exactly, don't write about insect. From the bad insects comes from when it comes to rainy season.
Winter.
Yes, crops, yes, of course.
अब rock तो पानी में चला जाता है रेंट टाइम.
You
Ma'am,
get
it speaking of the mango flower into mango fruit during rainy time.
what else? Suppose it's windy, stormy weather, and the wind is passing through the branches. It is making any noise.
Cool breeze.
Rustling sound.
Yes, very good. Rustling sound. Right, rustling sound of the trees. Yes. What else? You need to use this expression. That is why we are discussing. Okay. Anything else? You can also write the trees are swaying from side to side. The sky is covered with the dark nimbus clouds. Okay.
And the morning is very hazy and very cloudy.
Yes, you can write. Since morning it is hazy and cloudy. Okay. Setting is done. But I could not resist myself, so I thought to play in the rain because I love rain. Getting drenched in the rain. Though I took my umbrella, but once I reached on one side,
I throw it in the air.
yes, because it was drizzling and the moment the water fell on my hair, I felt fresh. Okay, so like this.
But it gave me a nostalgic. It gave me a nostalgic idea
Yes,
of
yes.
remembering my childhood. Friends.
Yes, very nice. Have you heard of floating the paper boats?
Yes, ma'am.
You can add those. You can add those. Chalo, start writing.
We need to write on this.
We will write on this question.
Ma'am, but I
The umbrella. You have brought. I will be okay.
खराब हो गई इसकी. खराब हो गई इसकी. खरीद के लाने वाला आज इनको. खराब हो गई. पानी चला गया इन पर.
And give a title to the story.
Then to the
The problems you will write. We will have. Why the period is over?
Yes, oh, only 5 minutes for the break, so we can do it. And then we have to make a composition. How can we say we are not written it now, so we can discuss it. Then the remaining.
No, first you finish this, then we will have the read.
But we have this.
So at least write one composition.
आपको दिमाग में नहीं आ रहा था
Lovely.
तुम्हारा बनाना आ रहा
I woke up today in the morning.
I'm on the
In
third
the
one.
midst
Yes.
of surrounded by the dark clouds. And climax means when the problem reaches its peak. The problem is a crisis.
Also, there are stating like we have to write about frame of when
No,
And then
it's
we
okay,
get
I
it
told
to
you. I woke up today in the morning, waking up in the midst of dark clouds.
मैं मेरे स्टोरी कि बारिश के साथ चालू करना है फिर मैं स्टोरी कंटिन्यू करते करते बारिश चालू करता हूँ मतलब मैं समझो मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ उसमें बारिश नहीं हो रही अब पहुंचने के बाद बहुत तेज बारिश चालू हो जाती है तब वो प्रॉब्लम बनती है तो मैं स्टोरी
Yes, you can see, but don't say much about your previous thing.
Ma'am, can I put the title as my child?
Yes, why not?
मैं मेरे डैड की स्टोरी
Hmm?
अलीबाग की स्टोरी लिखूंगा मैं मेरे डैड की
Ma'am, the childhood rainy days.
Childhood rainy days. Yes, you can write.
picture composition is a type of narrative composition.
Yes.
So now I can write.
The only difference is there would be a picture given, and here in the narrative composition, one some lines are
But
given.
ma'am,
But they will ask you whether to begin with that line or end with that line, or somewhere it should be there.
ma'am said that prevent writing picture composition because a lot of marks will be deducted in picture composition. So,
Best
this was
thing to write
narrative,
is
narrative or descriptive.
best thing. But there is not much of a difference between picture composition and narrative writings. It's almost the same. But if you ask me, argumentative essays are the most scoring provided you give good arguments. If you are good at argumentation and argumenting and
मैं कोई आर्गुमेंट ऐसे रहेगा तो उसके दोनों पॉइंट्स इतना है तो जब हम लोग पॉल ही लिख के छोड़ सकते
no, only one.
और
You have to take any one stance.
Argumentative reflects for and against both.
Will where?
In argumentative reflects for and
No,
against.
for or against.
No, that one is not.
वही पूछा हूँ वही मैंने बोला
Or
एक
means
टाइम
only one you have to take a stand on.
फॉर या अगेंस्ट दोनों में से किसी की जरूरत नहीं
What is the main implicit?
Interval means continuous. Incessant rains. Continuous downpour.
Can I write in the heavy dog splashing of water droplets
What thrashing?
in very fast.
It is thrashing.
But there is a word in thrashing which means for rainfall.
The picture is very nice. You can also interpret this. The umbrella is down, right? The
Conserving
rain.
water.
No. You can write like this that the wind is at such high speeds that the umbrella could not be controlled.
One can be like that. So by playing water, I will keep my umbrella upside down so that I can conserve it or it and plain water. That means what I understand.
The next one is also very interesting. Take a break, we continue.
Wow. What points there? Yeah.
सोलह पे लेके जाए इतना टाइप के मैंने 16 पेज टाइप किए मैंने वर्ड पे 16 पेज टाइप किए
लास्ट मिनट से थोड़ा पॉइंट निकाला हो गया सोचा आ गया हो गया चलो निकलो बोलो अरे क्या हुआ 4:15 पर रुक गया था नीचे पहुंचा और छाटा गया और ऊपर से वो जो साइड का स्टील का वो रहता है ना सब साइड से ज्वाइंट का बोर्ड से एंड पे वो ही टूट गया तो छाता खुला ही नहीं वापस को गया वापस दूसरा छाता लेके से दूसरा छाता के लिए खुला फिर वापस ऊपर रेनकोट लिया रेनकोट पहना फिर एक्टिवा से आया और पीछे ट्रैफिक ही हुआ
Traffic?
यस मैम
बहुत मतलब 6 बजे
लिटरली मैंने
4 बजे तक के लिए
मैं कैसे कर रहा था ना I was wearing my bag in the street because I was holding the umbrella so that my attention would be on the bag and because आगे बैठने की वजह से ना हमारा प्रेशर
हाँ अट गिर गया
नहीं मैं गिरा नहीं मेरे ये दुख रहा था पीछे पीठ
जैसे करके आया पहले ये छात्र अरे नहीं टीचर से पहले तो प्रेशर पीछे लगता है ना मुझे आगे लग रहा था इसकी वजह से मैं बहुत से आगे ही रहा था इस वजह से लग रहा है तो ये
पूरा इनपुट से आया
आइडिया सॉल्व करेंगे तो पूरा झूठा इतना आगे से आया था भाई रोड इतना हुआ है यार सुबह सुबह 6 बजे 4 बस खत्म जाती है 2 टोयोटा इनोवा 4 बस 15 मिनट तक मैं ऐसे ही खड़ा हूँ
I'm getting started great.
मिला ना होने
My over is in a mood of writing. No.
We will write one picture composition, then we'll have a debate, and then we will take up notes.
Let's see doing maths homework in this class.
but we have a break now ठीक है करना
I do not know, you have to complete this, picture composition.
yes ma'am I'm just on break that's not week ऐसे वाली बहुत रहती है अरे मेरा आज बल खत्म हुआ कल
Okay, only 1 minute left.
आज 40 मार्क का पेपर खत्म हुआ कल 20 मार्क का पेपर दे चलो पास हो
Maths starts.
आज लास्ट था यस जाएंगे आ जाएंगे पास हो जाओगे तो मान 5 मिनट पेपर बहुत होगा दिखा दो बनाने वाले भी हमारे सर्विस ये
पता चला एक स्टेप नहीं करेंगे सॉल्व करना
ये क्या देखने देगा मैंने लाया है तो फिर ये अरे यार से खुद ही बंद हो गया मैंने आदेश आ देगा तो करेंट क्या कुछ बोल रहा है मैं सी ज्वाइन करने का सोच रहा हूं
हां बराबर
एक बात है जेल वालों को कुछ नहीं आता
भाई
कुछ नहीं आता मेरे जाके पूछ रहे फिजिक्स में
कल कुछ भी लिखूंगा इसको करेगा ना
हां आएगा इसमें कौन सा चैप्टर है एकदम ये कौन सा चैप्टर है मैंने इसमें ये एक्सपेंशन फैक्टराइजेशन साइमल्टेनियस इक्वेशंस ऑफ वन इंटरेस्ट इसका आंसर ना है जब रूट 2 है
दे कौन सा
ये सैटरडे का नेक्स्ट ले इधर ये सैटरडे तो एक्स्ट्रा लिख के आएगा क्या
स्टफ
सीए विल फ्रॉम नो चलती है फिर इतना लेक्चर नहीं लिया मैं लिया था लेक्चर करते हो
हां बोला ही नहीं सर को कि क्या नहीं समझा सर ने मुझे बोला हां सर
समझा बट प्रैक्टिस तो चाहिए ना संस्कार
भाई क्यों आई
हां ठीक है आवाज आ रही है लोग कहते हैं अगले लेक्चर चलो तो हिंदी के लिए क्यों लिया हिंदी का तो रिकॉर्ड लिखो फिर भी है ना
नहीं हुआ तो कुछ
हाँ वैसे ही अंडा है अंडा है टू ना एक्सपांशन है ना
अबे इसमें तोड़ना होगा ये तो हमारा है ना बहुत बड़ी
चलो अभी आ गया
वो ये जो अपना ये जो बात इसको ले लो हाँ हेलो कहाँ की हाँ भेजा है आपको स्क्रीनशॉट भेजा है देखो मैंने आपको भेजा है ये तो मैंने भेजा है आप देख लो एक बार
2 3 से
हाँ
डबल चेक
नहीं चेक देखो मेरे पास तो आ गया है आप देख लीजिए ठीक है
2 साल डबल सेल्फ और कितना हुआ 2 लाइक
चलो कंटिन्यू क्या Azam, continue. Now, what do you think? What can be the problem that you can bring about here?
Rain.
Ma'am,
Rain.
street congestion.
Only street congestion is the problem.
मैं बस से travel कर रहे बस public
Timing
transport से गया like public transport से travel कर रहे public transport
Kept open during the rain season, normally they clean during normal season.
Yeah, so what are the problems you are facing for it? It was such a torrential downpour that the water, the streets were flooded. There was huge traffic because there was water entered the public transports also. So it reached to that level. Then water poured in to the houses, those who stay in the first floor. You can also talk about the manholes. The manholes were open, and there was a news about a small child.
A small dog who fell into
Small
the
dog,
manhole.
child
So, a lot of people on street when go past.
So about okay,
Ma'am, can you do one thing?
horror story was this
huh?
horror story में बस
Pennywise is clown.
Pennywise डाल दो
Do not make a horror story as such because the picture says they are enjoying. Okay. So after that, what can be the solution?
enjoy कर रहा है
Listen, what can be the solution? So gradually the rain subsided, and with the efforts of the municipal corporation, the roads were also cleaned.
The street congestion was also cleared
Okay.
and everything was repaired which
Yes,
was being
absolutely.
disrupted by the rain.
Yes, so it's a very simple story.
Ma'am,
But
can
they
we
like the rain nice. And since the children are enjoying, you can see though there are some the gray areas of rainy season, but at the same time there are some positive vibes and the ways of enjoyment also. So when if provided if you are at home, you can enjoy yourselves with some fried
pakoras
yes things.
and tea?
Can I have a question?
What were you doing with it?
Completing hands of
Ma'am. Completing. I'm married. I'm like,
God, only one, huh? Correct?
my husband had completed that we used to go to
Right.
when it was 6 to 7 hours. 6 or 7
पहले
hours.
घंटे में 2 बार
Okay, right now.
Sir, can we first write 1.5 part of this and debate the rest of the
No,
next
no,
writing?
no. First you better write fast. Write
On
fast.
one
We
page,
cannot have a debate otherwise.
on one page.
Quickly. In 10 minutes, finish it off. Then we will have notice writing, then debate. Otherwise, we will not be able to do the notice writing.
Somebody don't want to notice writing first, so first we do first debate.
First you complete it.
अरे बच्चे तेरा हाथ में चलेगा
Because in debate, we need to extend. That is why I'm saying.
भाई 10-15 मिनट चलेगा
That is what, quickly. And notice writing will take only 10-15 minutes. At least one picture composition you write.
yeah, that's.
हाँ आगे बैठ जा हमारे सामने चल प्लीज
What can be the moral of the story? Should have a moral, but anyway, a learning from the story. We
The
can
childhood memories are the memories which cannot be reclaimed by an adult and they will always regret for it.
Okay, fine. What else can we can also say that the more and more the concrete jungles are being created, the water logging is increasing even more. Right? Because the water is not seeping into. The water bodies are being they are being covered to make buildings. Therefore, there is no place for the water to seep in. You can write that. So the moral of the story is we need to stop we cannot cover these open areas, especially the water, the wetlands, the water bodies in the wetlands. That's a very, very important point.
Not erratic,
The school goes
erratic,
the school goes,
erratic.
granted means,
The meaning of erratic.
I don't know what is the spelling.
IRACDED.
Erratic.
Eroded. ERROD.
Erratic.
Tell me the word.
IRACDED.
Oh, erratic. Icse.
Tell me once again.
IRACDED.
There is no meaning.
A synonym of this word.
Which word?
The one which
IRACDED. There is no word.
it's showing any results.
Erected it is shown.
Erected.
Established. Erected means
Established. Once I want to say that this school was maybe it was a holiday for us as it was raining very hard, heavily.
okay. The school declared a holiday. Declared.
But there was a word with I which we use to replace it with declared. The school was
Okay, let me find out.
leave it on my right.
And can be ended in the moral of the story. Can be ended in the moral of the story.
Leave it on.
And we wrote a poem, pages narrative, descriptive. essay. And the topic was that describe an incident that you accomplished with a lot of hard work, determination, and confidence.
Good. That those are easy topics. Right.
What is it?
I'm 10 minutes so in the end, I learned my lesson not to look at this.
Yeah. Why not? You're learning.
So, tomorrow we watch the Not like moral should be moral that
No.
in the paragraph
In the paragraph, only just write something that is can be a term.
there is some moral of the story that
No, don't write that.
so
I'm at for time. Very good.
Pen. Again, 5 times.
yeah.
Very good. I don't know.
Very it's already.
Why is one of the points so not like for me and then
Right.
Post
Maybe.
the most very sensitive. You will do so much of more people that then
Or not. And this is a
this
true
is fine, but where is the picture?
Amma,
Where is the picture? The picture was, what was in there in the picture?
Barish. Flooded roads, they are considered
What were they doing?
enjoying.
It was windy.
Ah.
So the umbrella
Fair.
fell, so they could not control the umbrella. So that description has to be there.
Well, I have to believe it.
Right.
The
Station United.
Who will not write the entire sentence with and. The entire paragraph is connected by and. Only one sentence in that entire paragraph. You will not write like this here. You will lose marks if you write like this and put full stops and then the next sentence should begin with a capital. Right? Only once, the two sentences can be joined by and the rest, commas, put full stops, use the punctuation marks. Okay, and now you will write the spelling friends 5 times. Okay, and include the picture somewhere.
Bus station is moving.
No, right now. Where are the paragraphs?
Paragraphs.
First, second, third.
No, because in our school they taught like in composition, picture composition or decomposition. Don't leave lines for the paragraph. Yes, sir.
You have to write, no, it will not write like this, but you have to then find this one.
Our teacher told like don't use this, that's it.
Immediately as we were standing in the bus station, even the umbrella flew from our hands. ठीक है भाई जल्दी हो जाएगा. एक बार हम लोग पहले बोलो क्या. इस बार ये लोग पहले बोलेंगे. इस बार तुम लोग पहले बोलना.
हाँ हम पहले बोलेंगे. तब तक एक पॉइंट के लिए मतलब क्या कर
This is nice, good. Okay, but be careful with the spellings. Now you will write the time was stopped 5 times, slept 5 times, reopened 5 times. Slept. Friends, 5 times. What is the spelling? So,
FREINDS.
again,
REINDS.
again, what did you say?
FREINDS.
So you have written the wrong spelling 5 times.
तभी क्या हो गया अभी. I'm FRIENDS, no?
FRIENDS. I comes first. I. Think of eyes.
That means I am 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, after this notice writing, and then have it quick. So we got 15 minutes less time. It starts from 4:30, right? It starts as now. 0:15.
ये तो किसी मेरे स्कूल वाले हैं कुछ पढ़ाते तो नहीं हैं.
But he came earlier. He reached here at when he came, he was here.
मैं पास में पढ़ा.
Right, fast. Oh, was more slow.
डायरेक्ट आ रहा हूँ.
You have not said names, right? What girl? Monday. Notice writing. Notice writing is very easy. It will only take 10 minutes.
Thank you.
5:42.
एक 620 डिग्री करिए. अंदर एंडी में भी ना आपको करना पड़ेगा. एक साइड में नहीं.
You are prepared?
हम पहले एक बार इन लोगों को बोल रहे हैं
So this time that we are not yet not. Well, none of you use these words like, no, he used cats and dogs. He has used it in the title. Incessant word, the windy day, the trees swaying from side to side. You need to use its expressions in order to make it better.
हमने सबसे बड़ा वाला है लीडर मेरे को इसमें
Which one? Debate. Debate, you can see the point, but don't read out.
नाम जो देख रहा है वो हैदराबाद में नहीं है कोई फॉल्ट नहीं था
that was nice. Mama, I searched on the Google. They were showing that while launching it in the
Okay, it was have it in the debate, right now.
तो गूगल भी यूज करते हैं गूगल also रखा है फ्रंट ऑफिस का
After this is not the debate, notice writing.
आया
Let us both of you continue.
करने आफ्टर
Finished? Sure. I hope you are not feeling that jealous. Both the friends at the same time.
कोइंसिडेंस
तो फैन था वो फैन नहीं बनता
वो फैन नहीं है
और हमारे उड़ने के बाद फैन शुरू किया तो फैन ने हाई स्पीड जिससे अंदर का फ्रिक्शन बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ेगा हीट क्रिएट हो जाता है
नहीं है वो एयर पे प्राण
हाँ और एक और साइट ऑफ इंस और बर्ड्स भी है फ्लॉक ऑफ बर्ड्स भी बीच में इसकी वजह से पूरा एरोप्लेन में उठा हुआ है
बैग में देख पूरे जुल रहा था और इन लोगों का ना आपने जुल सकते हो जुल पड़ा था ना तभी एकदम मतलब एकदम
हाँ और उसके बाद जब फ्लाईओवर ले लिया उसके बाद एयर फोर्स में ये प्रॉब्लम था जो फैंस था वो फैंस चल नहीं रहा था बराबर और लॉन्चिंग के टाइम साइड के जो हेलीपैड वो जो साइड में से फैंस रहता है ना वो फैंस खुले ही नहीं बराबर हाँ वो 90 डिग्री पे रहते पर वो खुले ही नहीं करते एंगल निकालना था तो उनको फ्लाई में हेल्प ही नहीं मिला ऊपर जाकर कुछ सिग्नल ही नहीं मिल रहा था
This is nice and you have written on the right too.
अगले बार तेरा स्पेलिंग की है हां हां इधर
You can have it every execute the If the class is still going on, sit down. Sit.
very bad but
Ma'am, what is he writing? Ma'am, forget to. Ma'am is writing sigma boy on that. Yeah.
very bad
अभी मैम ने कुछ बोला उसे भी तो लिख रहा है.
Oh, this is nice. Preferred spelling. PREFERR. Right, this side. Yeah, well, this is nice. He has written about, there was incessant rainfall and then the school declared a holiday. But after the holiday was declared, after some time the rain stopped and they all went down and enjoyed in the rain. They also saw a puppy going towards the manhole, but they were successful in saving and rescuing that. So it was nice. So the problem is good moment. Where is the title? Very nice. Your starting is good.
Sigma, sigma.
We want to yeah.
Who sigma?
This is also nice. You both have written carefully. You have your description of the environment was very nice. The chirping of the birds. I actually, from my balcony, I can see the white birds. What the name? I think egrets. They sit on the topmost branch and they enjoy themselves being drenched in the rain. And with the sway of the branches, they also they sway from side to side and they enjoy every moment and they sit still over there. They don't move from there. It seems that they enjoy it. It was like a swing for them.
But today was very irritating. Why the suits? तू तो सामने रहना चाहिए दो पैर
I am getting disturbed. I can't read it if you talk so much. He has written about the floating of the paper.
इधर स्कूल के पीछे ही रहता ना अम्ब्रेला पहन के रेनकोट
Okay, nice.
आई अम्ब्रेला पहन के आते हैं फिर क्या अम्ब्रेला पहनते हैं ना
Then you take umbrella, you carry it.
क्या नहीं पहन के
You don't wear umbrella, you carry umbrella.
अरे यार अम्ब्रेला क्या रेनकोट बोल रहा था
Even the pen.
प्रॉब्लम हो गया आधा टाइम जब आपको मैं भी
Okay, now let us come to notice writing quickly. We have 15 minutes time for notice.
अरे और भी पेन बाहर ले और ये
अरे गिर क्या भाई से
नीचे या बीच वेरी गुड वेरी गुड
Okay. So now we will take up notice writing. This is extremely easy. What is the first thing that we need to do? Notice writing means, when, sit down. So notice writing is when you have to send a notice, right?
More easy than
Yeah, easier than email writing, definitely. Now, before email writing, you will get a notice writing. So, based on the notice writing, the email writing is present, right? So, there are different formats of notice writing. It's better to stick to one format.
वो ऑप्शंस भी लिखने हैं तो दोनों लिखना पड़ेगा
Both you have to learn. Okay, now there are many formats to write the notice, but we will stick to one form. Now, the first thing is you need to give a very creative title. Right? After the creative title, what are you supposed to give? You need to write name of the event. Name of the event. Yes, you have to leave a line in between. Okay,
So name of the event, what are you doing, Azam? So name of the event, again you will leave a line and then the whereabouts of the event, the DTV. Name of the event you have written, then date,
Venue.
DTV, time
Exactly.
and venue. Now venue again, it should be one small location followed by a bigger location. For example, school auditorium, comma,
Multi-purpose hall.
multiple school auditorium, comma, the name of the, the area. Right, the school.
Multi-purpose.
Means after the name of the event, we'll leave a line. And then we'll write date and one line, then again leave a line, then time in a
Yes, yes. This is because to get a clarity, if you write everything together, then notice the purpose of notices so that I can see and understand what is there in the note. Notice is very important for the target, right? If it is targeting me, I should immediately be able to understand what the notice is in a few minutes. I will not stand for so long and read and try to decode everything. Okay, so venue, the small and the big venues, and then the detail, the purpose. Okay. Over here, you can add some more information. Yes. Okay. Here you can add some more information.
And when you can easily answer now.
From target audience.
No, here, huh?
After when you target audience.
Yeah, target audience. So the detail, the purpose of it, and the target audience. Right? So everything will be here. Here you do not have to leave a line.
Oh.
That means after venue, the detailed things will come together. Okay, it can come in 2 lines. That is up to you. Okay, let us.
Okay, start it.
So
Then we have to do it.
wait, I know you are only delaying. They are completed.
Then.
Now let us try to this one. The SM activity time now. Now let us do this one, this question. Let us take up the first one. As secretary of the cultural club of your school, you have organized a cultural benefit show in aid of mentally handicapped children of your city. Page number 39. Take out page number 39. Write a notice informing the students about the event. So what is the purpose of the event? Whatever you have to inform the students about the event so that they also participate. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let us see. So what should be the catchy phrase for this, a catchy title? Think of a catchy title. Think of a catchy title quickly.
Hand in
A
hand.
special show.
Hand in hand.
Hands in hand, very good, very nice, very, very good. Let us come to
Like hand in hand with the specially able.
I mean, support for the needy. I think it is already written over here. One is already done. Support the needy. So support for the needy. Support the needy. Then yes, open arms.
Not
To a-
especially mentalized.
Especially.
Mentalized.
They will say what they will lines.
Only 15 minutes left.
Arey, Daksh, this is more important. Okay, so what is the top, what is the heading? Quickly write down one creative heading. Quickly title. Then leave a line.
What if the title doesn't give much information about the.
No, that doesn't matter, but the needy would be there. For example, over here, you are arranging for the mentally handicapped, right? So support the needy.
Then we can write special.
Notice name. Notice it.
Especially and we.
And then name of the event.
Name of the event. What is the name of the event? Cultural benefit show in aid of mentally handicapped children.
Cultural event for the show.
Yes. Cultural benefit show in aid of mentally handicapped children.
What will be the name of this event?
That is the name of the event, right? Cultural benefit show in aid of mentally handicapped children. Whatever is the show that you have to write. What is the event? You need to write that.
And this is the not easy.
This is much easier. That is what I'm saying.
Afterwards.
After that, what are we supposed to do? TTV. So you can say on so and so date. You can write on so and so date, or you can also write DATE, put a dash and write the dates. Okay, these are the two ways. Either you can write DATE date and then you can write the date, or you can write like this on, then write the date instead of writing DATE date. Both the formats are correct.
On 18 June.
On 18 June 2025.
9:30 to
9:30 to
Words में लिखना है
numbers, but how will you write expanded form? Like
18.
yes, 18th June. 18THJUNE.
and leave like then 9:30 to 12:30.
And then comma 2025. Then time would be from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you are not writing the word TIME time dash, you can either write TIME time dash, or you can write from this time to this time. Be very specific about AM, PM, otherwise your marks get deducted. And then venue at
6th floor auditorium of our main building.
what is the name of the school? You see, for venue, for small location, half marks, for the bigger location, half marks. It carries 1 mark. And the other things, creative title, half, name of the event, half, TTV, half, V carries 1 mark. Small venue that is in the school auditorium, comma, name of the school. Auditorium, comma, the name of the school. The bigger location will come after the comma. Yeah, so half of 1. And then it will carry 2 marks. The detail of the event. So what can we write over here? So all the students of classes, what is the target? Now we need to write about the target audience, right?
The students of
We know, do not write we. No first person. No first person. I is also first person. P is the plural of I. Okay, so you would say the students are requested.
all the students.
All the students of, if you want to specify the classes, if you do not want all the students of the entire school,
Students of
classes 6 to 10.
classes of grade.
Classes of either of the two correct.
Are requested to attend the cultural benefit show on 6th floor.
No. All those are not required. All the students are from classes 5 to 10.
Are required to attend.
Not attend. Those who want to participate, right? I requested to give their names for their participation. I requested to give their names for the participation. You can also say are requested to attend, as you said, by buying the tickets of rupees so and so, because you are aiding to these children, where you have to get the money, you have to raise money. So by buying tickets of rupees so and so, right? Yes, by contributing, what can be their contribution? all the students of grades 5 to 10 are
The students
requested
of
to
class.
attend and contribute to the cultural program by buying tickets of rupees so and so. Okay, tickets?
You can write a cultural program for raising some money.
Yeah, you write down to raise money. Okay,
Ma'am, then please, ma'am, now please. Ma'am was like, if we don't write this,
and then in the end you leave a line and you can write be generous.
ma'am, like we can write like
मेरा मन करेगा तुम्हें करो.
all the students
मेरा
are
भी.
paid, so and so who are interested, are requested to give their respective class.
Ah,
Yes,
and
for further details, contact social person and random numbers.
yes, that is actually, that is how the notice is written, but over here, since you have to aid, support, therefore some money also has to be raised.
Yeah, like
Then you can write, what you
by
can do,
contacting me, they can.
yes, see, what you can write is over here,
Yeah.
all the interested students from grades 5 to 10 are requested to, all the interested students are requested to give their names to their respective class teachers with a deposit of so and so rupees to aid the mentally handicapped children. Right, right like this. All the students of classes 6 to 10 are requested, all the students, no, all the interested students of classes 6 to 10 are requested to give their names to their class respective class teachers with a deposit of
I would like all the
15 rupees or 100 rupees.
And then all the interested students are requested to give their names to participate in the show and also to contribute to the cultural program and raising some money.
Okay, good. Cultural programs and also by buying the tickets.
And they by raising some money.
Okay, but write a number.
Okay.
That's important. Say 100 rupees.
I'm all alone there.
Okay, it's too much.
Too much.
50 rupees. 50 rupees.
20 rupees.
20 rupees. Keep anything. That is not important. And then in the end, we can write after that leave a line and we can write be generous.
Be disciplined.
No,
Be generous
be
and
disciplined, no. Be generous and help others. Help the needy. Okay, be generous and help the needy. So one message in the end.
time.
I think it was first.
Write down. Be generous in the be generous and help the needy. Or if you do not want to write a price tag, what you can do is, I mean, if you do not want to write the money, the actual money, what you can do is, you can write that all the interested students are requested to give their names to their respective class teachers with a contribution of their with a contribution. Full stop. Then after that, leave a line and write the line. Be generous and help the needy. Done. Then which means we are expecting some good amount of money from you. Have you written all of you?
Yes.
In the next class, we will practice another notice. Okay, and then move on to the next topic. Now let's start only 10 minutes.
10 minutes are enough.
Because now we are going to have only the refutal round, right? Because the first round is almost over, right? Now the refutals round. Go back to you go that side. Yes, please come. Wait. Who's this? This is not mine.
I didn't see your pen.
This is my pen. When did I give it?
You want to give me, I don't.
And now, yes.
I mean, does it differ any pen then ma'am, you only give it?
But this is my pen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And he said not to check if it's working or not. If
But that was not today. I think the other day.
Yes, now.
Okay.
Start kar, chalo.
Can you start?
Start kar. तो कौन start करना है?
Yeah. Okay.
Chalo, 10 minutes.
But how should we start it and revision?
Ma'am, should we give an introduction?
No, not required.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly 10 minutes then.
Madam, like, we can just tell him our topic is that we are against that.
No, no, this is the refutal round, right? So whatever points he has said which we want to counter, you count. And he will answer it with further examples.
Ma'am, but we don't remember the last one.
Okay, no problem. Let us do.
So starting with the points.
Yeah, start with your points.
Yes. I wanted to say that AI based environmental issues means to make a certain machine we need a lot much amount of oil and a lot of material resources. A lot of material resources, and if humans think to that level, so there will be no any cost of buying any machines or steel or any other product to make some such machines.
Ma'am, it encourages human laziness. So ma'am, like,
That is correct.
like ma'am, there's a lot of examples. Like ma'am, today only in our school, I'm like, earlier ma'am used to write a lot. And like now, because of many like technological, like we have Google Classroom, so ma'am, now we are copying from everywhere. Due to ma'am, there's a development of laziness in us.
That is
Because
correct.
ma'am,
Even the brain is sleeping now. We
Yeah,
don't even use our brains.
like ma'am,
We are not thinking.
like ma'am, while making projects of PPTs, like ma'am, now in AI, the like ready-made PPTs. So ma'am, we like if the 100%
Even the
of
teachers
the-
are using Redmond PPTs, huh?
Yes. Ma'am, the teachers, ma'am. And ma'am, there are some teachers, ma'am, who are really experienced. Ma'am, they also explain the students that these are like modes of laziness.
But one more that AI can be harmful in one more way that if there is a robot or a replica of a human and the AI can make the same replica of the same human and we cannot differentiate into both that which is robot and which is human. So it can lead to misunderstanding between people. Means they can create two replicas of the same person. So creating problems. That too is the real one.
And ma'am, one more problem with the AI is that ma'am, now in ma'am, that AI is at is in a more advanced technology. Like ma'am, now things like ma'am, if a movie has one sad ending, ma'am, they show it like ma'am, the AI is so much developed that ma'am, you feel like you're seeing a different version of the movie. Like it shows a really good ending. Like ma'am, one example, like ma'am, in Squid Game season 2, it was a very bad ending. It was very brutal. But ma'am, in the video, ma'am, they showed it a very good ending, and ma'am, it was like it was saying that it was real. It had source. So we can't tell that it is fake. It was animated, or else it was the best mode of 3D animation. It was real, completely real.
Wait, I know you got a point. Wait.
So ma'am, like we can say that ma'am, the way I can, we can't believe in AI because they can like,
So there is a problem with the authenticity.
so ma'am, they can show anything wrong from us.
Ma'am, so one more point.
Wait, your turn.
Difficulty in regulations. The rapid pace of AI development makes it challenging to establish effective regularity and oversight mechanisms. But for example, there is an industry working together, and if the AI is made to you used to do work in that industry, and people are not doing any work, then they will be sitting at home, and the economy of the country will suffer a lot and will means instead of raising its standard, it will come 10 years back and will be very lacking with money and war and during war time there will be no good or money for the country to survive.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay, with the last point from you, then we'll come back.
It leads to false outcomes.
No, he will say that.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you. AI leads to false outcomes leading to data breaches, financial loss, and reputational damage. Like when sometimes like we want to find some information. So when we directly check on AI, due to which we don't use our brains. And then this is a very big problem in financial loss also. Like when we don't use, and when we also like there's a very big large dependence on AI in today's youth. And then there is a type of misinformation and manipulation. Like AI can generate deep fake
deep fakers and other forms of misinformation.
Okay, sit down. Good, in very good information, do not use the word like so many times.
One more, that's done, that's done.
Okay, got it. Avoid using like so many times. Without like you try to.
For example, we have one mobile. I'll complete it in 1 minute. For example, we have one mobile and we are buying a new one. So the data that is there in the old mobile will be transferred to the new one. But what if
Person who is
the person who has already used that mobile can easily take over all that data and can use that data
That
to
is
generate
correct.
information.
That is correct. Sit down.
Now first point. You said about environmental issue and machine. Machine is totally irrelevant to AI. AI is a program typed on a machine, not a machine. It is a program typed on a software. So it does not have any environmental issue by making machines. First point. Environmental issues is totally in the machine, which is not in the hand of AI. AI is a program, a software, which is run on a phone or a TV. Second thing, the replica issue. AI is not that far right now, it's just a program. So we cannot think of making a replica. If a replica is made, then it is a machine, not an AI.
But with the help of AI, that is.
As of AI,
Yes.
AI, but not gone so far. He's saying that if you make a replica of a human, but it's not gone far, we don't see the future. The next point is the rationalization. AI is going to use human capability. Argument that human capability is not replaces them. In medicine, AI doctors analyze complex data and make faster, more accurate diagnosis, freeing up their time for patient care in the military. AI assist soldiers as a replacement
Yes.
manage for the point, man. Keeping them safer and more informed means that we say that AI replaces human in industries. But AI helps humans to make more faster progresses. Like for the AI also helps the software engineers to analyze. For example, I give you the example for Indian military sites. You know the autonomous I told you about Hellcat warriors. They're all run by AI. Everything, the new set of fighter jet pilots are also run by AI. Okay, and now in the older time, there were two people sitting in a fighter jet. Now there is one person sitting in an AI co-pilot, which helps the person to drive the plane completely. It also helps striking a missile to the target. So it is increasing the AI power in the military. If AI is so bad, it's so disrupted. And why is India using AI? Why is India making AI the main asset in military? Even if surrounded by China, Pakistan, and many military, many enemies, then why is India making AI the most powerful asset in the military? If it is so bad, if it is so irresponsible, then why is India making this? Answer now. Bola.
Okay, he's telling that why is India using AI? India is using AI just for its betterment, and after betterment, the man is going to do all the progress in the nation. Means the AI robots will not come and do means they will work as a labor and they will produce rice as a farmer, and they cannot do all work. Means we need a certain.
So you are saying that was for the betterment, is what you
No,
said?
ma'am, we need a certain group. We need a certain group of workers specialized in a field. Means AI cannot do all the work present in the world. Means it cannot be a farmer, it cannot be a senior, it cannot be a constructor. So it has
Yes. It's not
it focuses on only one object.
Yes,
Not a
AI was also created by humans. Like when it's created, so we can't tell it's very useful. It cannot beat us humans.
understand.
We have a lot of brain. Like no skill only. So we can't AI can go one step ahead of. So when we can't tell that AI is very advanced. Like AI is
And
some part of the
it's not totally working on AI. It is also the betterment of the human, all the coordination of humans and engineers working together to run.
some
Okay, one point I will tell. You said that AI, once the AI is used for the betterment, and the AI then people will use them to work in industry. For example, you're saying that AI is used to improve the industry, and after that, the humans will be working in industries. Brother, tell me, why does a new fighter jet species, a fighter jet series, AMC?
Why are you sticking only to defense?
डिफरेंस इसके लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ कितने को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है
Yes,
क्या बोल
I wanted to tell that the time where there was no air, there used to be different system of India, and that used to be far better than that one they done by the AI. AI can mislaunch the rocket at the different time, and it can lead to wars that if the missile is launched a little earlier, then it can cause destruction.
Okay.
And if it's done by man, so it can be controlled.
Ma'am, one point I have generally wanted to tell, I mean, still there, ma'am, due to AI only, defense maybe became strong. But in earlier time, we can kind of think like AI, but still it became a big strong.
Because of AI, we don't have that type of price. As you know, that 64% of India's population is old people. We cannot totally depend on people. At the old time, you know, Nazis, there were 4 people, and for a group of people, 16 people were sitting in a plane. Right now, one person is handling the whole plane. So how can you say that AI is not useful? How is it that?
Okay, then the next
AI
point.
is-
Next one, wait, done. Watch.
Now, you said that AI is not useful in cybersecurity. Do you know info labs? Delhi.
You continue.
Okay. In info labs, Delhi uses AI for facial recognition. Use of phones, laptops, and ID. We also run by AI. Behavior analysis and predictive policing, and developed by police department in multiple industries. Now there is various cyber security happening over in India. There is one YouTube account where a person hacks other people's other hackers' accounts and gets into the Indian police. Okay, and he uses his own AI to protect himself. AI is the program sitting the data. It can analyze vast amounts of data in just seconds rather than human analysis, which can protect India and any other people from other hackers. As India Google himself, as Tata, give an example of Tata. Tata's advanced system in DRDO. DRDO is made by Tata. Tata developed AI-based cybersecurity that monitoring for defense network and analyzing raw and detecting malware. And DRDO is also useful in India. DRDO was made by Tata. Tata AI, which handles the cybersecurity, preventing the people from hackers and attacks.
Okay, now you would like to add any point? He told already. It gave him also a chance. The next point, quick.
ये जल्दी कर भाई टाइम जा रहा है टाइम नहीं है
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
No, except that you have already spoken. Okay, then you.
Ma'am, he told,
Okay, continue.
ma'am, he told that ma'am, like ma'am, vast amount of information, like ma'am, AI can store it in seconds. But ma'am, this is the reason only like for the downfall, like ma'am, we like ma'am, because of this ma'am, we won't use our own brains. Your mind is very big, but ma'am, because of these all things, like ma'am, we are getting distracted and ma'am, we won't use our brains. Like ma'am, now, ma'am,
But you are repeating the same point.
But it's a practical study. We want to keep all our distractions away. But when we have some notification ring on our mobile, so we without means we have a mind with mindset of not without any distraction, but the notification calls itself and we take it as that who is messaging us, what is the use of what
Now, he said that you are not using our own brains. In human data analysis, it takes about 3 years to analyze the data. And it is, I took seconds. There are 1000 gigabytes of data per second being analysis.
What is the point if man takes thousand means
Whether if you are in war, the current war the Russia versus Ukraine. Russia was advancing analysis data per second to 1000 gigabytes. It uses AI. It will take 3 years for it.
You are giving example of distraction.
yes.
Yes, and AI is
See,
the
only
and ये लोग बोल रहे हैं कि analysis नहीं होएगा.
I understood. Now go to the next point wherein the research work that you have done on medicine.
You know,
In the plane crash recently there was one. It was a totally their fault because when the plane was taking off.
Now, I understood what you're saying, but again, it is still being researched. There are a lot of speculation which are coming up. Even Turkey's involvement is also come up. Okay, so there are a lot of.
How is Turkey involved?
No, there are some parts, I think, it was written that have been brought from Turkey. Something happened, some sabotage.
Yes,
That
but
is
part
also-
of reason was air because while launching, usually every plane has its the two wings of the plane have small wings also, so they have to be open at 90 degrees. But if they don't open at 90 degrees, then the plane cannot fly easily to a much higher level. So it did not fly at a higher level, and hence it was closed very often. So the pilot could not manage the pilot, and so he had to take the last decision, that is the final decision.
Okay, the next class will begin now. Your medicine, that's it. Your medicine one, I have still 5 minutes left.
मैम खुद की डबल बोलने की बहुत देखा है मैंने तो ना ट्यूमर्स लेग ट्यूमर मसल ट्यूमर होते हैं मैम in that time when you used to find that tumor where the tumor is placed AI used to scan that part of the body and if we did not do like that then we have to open all the same muscles like the muscle is in good health and the muscles behind it has a problem then you have to cut through that muscles and to find that problem and replace that problem even when you get AI and directly get to the point and find the shortest fit. That's what I said, doctor.
But again, ma'am,
So, do you have more points about the
Ma'am, what?
medicine one? No, medicine, on the medical field.
Ma'am, what?
We will continue with the medical field in the next class, okay? So you will begin
But
from
till
that.
now the battle is tied.
Huh?
Tied.
Yeah, again, it's time. It's a time.
and by-
And now in the next class, you give some points to him.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, bye-bye.
I'm still recording second.
Hmm?
I'm still recording.
You show me your points, why did you express all that? Today you went on again and again with the defense one. You should have gone for the next point. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, medicine. In medicinal field, AI has, due to AI, it has made a huge progress, and that is what you had to stress on. Cancer research treatments. Yes, so you just jot down the point somewhere, especially for the cancer research treatment and clinical diagnosis of certain diseases. Yes. And then gene editing and designing. This is another major one of the
I'm not dire wood का भी एग्जांपल दिया जो भी रहता है डायर का भी एग्जांपल जो चीजें रहती हैं
Okay, right.